Welcome to day 6. We made it. So restoration day today, we're going to breathe, stretch, and relax. So if you're ready, feet shoulder width apart, nice deep inhale, and exhale. Really reach towards the ceiling. Now we're going to reach down one side, reach down towards the knee, come back up, down the other side, really reaching, feel a nice stretch, and back up, down the other side, and up, and reach, stretching in both directions, feel a good stretch, and bring it down. Now we're going to do some shoulder shrugs. So shrug up to the ears and release it. Shrugging up to the ears and release the air. Shrugging up. We're going to pull back this time, shoulder blades back, and release. One more up. Bring it back and release. We're going to bring our neck down. And now slowly bring it up, look up to the ceiling. And bring it back down. We're going to roll to one side, roll to the other side, nice and gently. No fast movements today. Keep rolling. Now we're going to pull just gently, just a nice little gentle pull. We're going to put the other arm behind the back. So you're going to feel that right down the arm, down through the shoulder, excuse me, and in through your neck. Now we're going to look down, chin towards the chest. And we're going to release. Other side, looking down, bring it up and over. We're going to look down, a little tug. We're going to put that other hand behind the back. So you feel a nice stretch. Keep breathing through our stretches and then really looking down on this one. We feel it right through the upper back, up here at the back of your neck.
I found something.
Good girl, honey. And we'll release. Next, we're going to link our hands behind our back, linking our fingers together, and just lifting up. So feeling a nice stretch right through that back. And now we're going to bring it to the front, linking the fingers, curling the back, and going back to the original move behind the back and lifting up. Feel a nice stretch right through the chest. And then back here and push out. This feels really good. I don't know about all of you ladies, but it feels good to me. So arms up, linking the hands together. We're going to come down and we're going to swing around the front of the body and then come back up. So nice, slow, controlled movement. You want your whole body to be under control the whole time. We're going to go in the opposite direction now. Right down, nice and slow. Bring it up, right down, and coming up. We're going to release it down. We're going to come up. Nice inhale. We're going to reach back and exhale and bring it down. Inhale and hold it and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach back and exhale, bring it down. We'll do one more. Inhale. And we're going to come into airplane now. So right here, sort of airplane, not completely. And we're going to feel a nice stretch. And release that down, hands on the knees. We're going to curl that back up. And exhale, breathe it out. And curling that, curling your back the other way. So it's like you're being pulled by your head and your tailbone at the same time. So curl the back up. And then extend the tailbone and the head. Curl it back up. And extend the tailbone and the head. Next, we're gonna have knees just slightly bent right now. We're gonna come down to the ground and we're just gonna feel a nice stretch. We're gonna bring one arm up and looking up to it. So it's a modified warrior pose for anybody who does yoga. I'm not a super yogi, but it does feel nice. And placing that down, other side, and making sure arms nice and straight and you're looking up. And keep breathing through your stretches. Slowly release it down. We're gonna bring this arm behind the back and twist. And hold it. We're gonna bring it out, around, and back down. Other side, this side comes up and over. Nice twist, you're looking at the ceiling. And bring it up and around and down. Slowly bend your knees, roll yourself up. And we're gonna do a stretch across the front of the chest. And if you can, we're gonna do a little bit of a turn as well. So it's an extended stretch, so you're gonna feel it right through the side of your body as well as through your shoulder and your arm. So extend that stretch. Always try to look in the direction that you're stretching towards. And release. Same arm is gonna go up overhead. Little tug on the elbow, and we're also gonna lean down the side if you can. So just trying to stretch out our body. And release that side, bringing the other side in front of the chest, and turning to extend it through the whole body, and holding. Make sure you're breathing, and release it to the front. We're going to come up with that same arm, little tug on that elbow, and leaning down the side. So you want to make sure that you're doing these stretches. It's really good to increase your flexibility, which helps you with all the exercises during the week. And release that and come down. We're going to come down to all fours, and we're going to do that cat and cow again. So on all fours this time, hands are underneath the shoulders. You're going to arch the back up. And exhale and extend. So you should feel a nice stretch right through your stomach as well as your back. And bringing it up. And exhale. And inhale up. And exhale. I'm feeling a few little crackles in my back. We're going to go back into child's pose. So just sitting back on those ankles and just stretching arms up overhead. We're going to bring one arm back, diagonal with the other arm, and feel a nice stretch right down the side of the body through those triceps. And we're just going to hold it. And slowly coming up, switching spots, so other arm goes diagonal. And just laying down into that stretch. You should feel a nice stretch right in here, all the way down your side. And slowly coming up. We're going to go down onto our forearm now, bringing our shoulder down towards the floor or your mat. This arm is going to come down to the small of your back, and you're just going to hold this here. Again, extended stretch right through your back, your upper back, and your shoulder. Feels very, very nice. And slowly coming up. So now we're going to move to the other side. So arm up, it's going to come through. You're going to lay down on that shoulder right through to the forearm. And just holding it. And slowly coming up. We're going to go back down into child's pose. we're gonna repeat the same. So arm goes forward, feel a nice stretch. So today's all about breathing and stretching, restoring our bodies. And slowly coming up, we're gonna go diagonal across the other side, palm is facing down on this one. And slowly coming up, now we're gonna bring it up and underneath, we're gonna lay down on that shoulder. And breathing through them. And coming up, this arm comes up and right through. And coming up, we're gonna lay on our tummies. Feet flat down, toes pointed. And we're just gonna have our hands beside our chest. And we're just gonna push up, coming up as far as you can. Feel nice and comfortable, keep that spine in line. Looking up, and we'll slowly release it down. And same thing, coming up in a stretch. And slowly release it down. We're gonna do some quad stretches while we're down here. One arm underneath the forehead, other arm's gonna go back and grab that ankle, and we're just gonna hold it. We're just gonna hold it here and breathe. You'll feel a nice stretch right down the front of that leg, right through the quads, into the knee. And just keep breathing through it. And release, other hand comes underneath the forehead. This hand goes back and grabs that ankle. And keep breathing. And release it down. We're going to slowly come up. We're going to bring one leg forward. Other leg is back. And you're going to come down as far as you can. So for some people it may be right here. For some people it may be here. For some people you may be able to come all the way to the ground. That hurts my incision, so I'm going to keep it right here. For today, we're just going to feel a nice stretch. You'll feel a nice stretch through the hip flexors. And we're just going to hold it. Keep breathing through it. I can hear my little monkey upstairs is a little upset. So it's a good thing today's pretty short. Then we're going to pivot back. So you're now back on this knee. And you're going to feel a nice stretch. This leg is nice and straight. You're going to feel a nice stretch all the way down the back of the leg, through the hamstring, into the calf muscle. And we're just going to hold it. And then we're going to switch over to the other side, do the exact same thing. And remember your breathing. And slowly coming up. We're going to switch over the other side. So knee down, up on that foot. And again, coming down where you're comfortable. You want to make sure your knee is not crossing your toes. So watch for that. And just coming down wherever it's comfortable for you. Feeling a nice stretch through the inner thigh and right through your hip flexors on the knee that's down. And stretch. Feels really nice. And then coming back on that knee, leg stays nice and straight, and you're just sitting back. You can flex that foot towards you and feel it a little more in your calf muscle. So right down the back of that leg. And we're going to hold it for a few more seconds. And breathe and release. We're going to come down into a seated position. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And we're just going to push down on those knees with our elbows, holding our toes, and keep breathing. Keep pushing down, just gentle, nothing crazy today. And slowly coming up, we're going to straighten this leg. This foot's going to tuck in. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to reach down for that foot. So every week when we do our stretches, you'll feel a little bit better flexibility. You'll be able to go a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. And release it up. We'll switch out to the other side, tucking the other foot in. Nice straight leg, toes flexed towards you. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming down. You'll notice one side is a little bit easier for you to stretch down than the other, a little bit more flexible on one side than the other. And feel a nice stretch. And keep breathing. Hopefully you all enjoyed your workouts this week. They're starting to get a little bit harder. We're going to bring this knee up. This hand goes behind. Elbow is going to push inwards towards that on that knee, and then you're going to twist. So you feel a stretch through your hips and right through your back. And releasing. And other side, elbow, and twist. So yeah, hopefully you're finding the workouts getting a little bit harder as the week went on. I've been getting some good feedback on people enjoying the workouts. Loving the sweaty selfies, the swelfies by the way. Love that. And release. Feet forward, toes flex towards us, deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to come down, and I love the encouragement. Lots of people encouraging everybody. You know, people are posting when they're having some struggles, and all of you ladies are right there, you know, getting them to keep pushing forward. You know, just remember that, you know, we're human, so we do make, I don't want to call them mistakes because they're not mistakes. We learn from everything that we do, but we do fall off a little bit, and the main thing is what you do after you fall off. So pick yourself back up and just keep pushing forward. And from here, we're going to bring both of our knees in. Feel a stretch. Try to focus on pushing those shoulder blades into the carpet or your mat. And from here, we're going to bring knees to the left, arms to the right. And feel a nice stretch. This feels really, really good. And then we're going to switch. Knees to the right, arms to the left, and looking to the left. So every week on our 6th day, we're going to do our restoration and stretching, relaxation. And coming back up, we're going to lift up into a bridge. So you'll feel this, squeezing the glutes. You'll feel a stretch a little bit through your lower back. We're going to keep our arms down. And we're just going to hold this and slowly release it down. We're going to bring ankle over the knee, lifting up. Feel stretch right through those hips. This is our last set of stretches. Keep breathing through them. So tomorrow's rest day. It's exciting. And release it down. And switching sides. And bringing that leg up. So tomorrow's a well-deserved rest day. This week starts to get a little bit harder. You're going to see a few of the exercises that we did repeated, not the actual full, the full exercise, but little ones, little exercises within our main exercise. So good work on week 1. I'm very proud of all of you for sticking with it. The people that are on meal plans have done amazing. The people that did week 1 detox, which was quite a few of you, your meal plans will all be completely different next week. Week 1's always the same for detoxers, and from what I hear, it was a struggle.